Morning. So John and I have come to Utica, Illinois. We're going to have a meeting with a few people and talk about the paranormal, have one of those discussions. I'm going back to bed. That's what I need right there, bed. But this is hopefully first of, I don't know, something good.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
We've traveled to Utica, Illinois for a meeting of the minds with Denise and Ron Pridemore and the PRI. The focus of the meeting was about establishing and learning new methodology of data collecting.
The Paranormal Research Institute was actually a nonprofit that we formed in 2016 to begin to make paranormal studies more of a scientific arena as opposed to the thrill-seeking arena it kind of is now. We're moving into a structured scientific realm to try to gather data and archive it and analyze it so we can begin to understand where hauntings occur, why hauntings occur, what the trigger items of hauntings may be. We're gathering data, we're studying data. The logo of the PRI actually in Latin means seeking hidden answers, which is really what we're all about right at the moment.
We congregated at Duffy's Tavern for a tour and investigation to see an example of the PRI methods. Using the Echovox, it seemed the spirits liked picking on me as well.
Is Dave a real peckerhead? Yes.
With an egg on it.
Dave's like, I ain't playing this.
With an egg on
Does Dave like eggs on his sandwiches?
Does Dave like eggs on his sandwiches, on his hamburgers?
No. Yes, he does.
You don't know Dave. Yes.
This is what I get.
Does Dave like bacon, lots of bacon on his hamburger?
Chisholm.
Cheeseburger.
That was good.
Duffy's Tavern was built in 1892. It was likely built as a tavern down below, and we're assuming probably a house of ill repute upstairs. It was built to service the canal traffic on the Illinois-Michigan Canal, which is right across the street. It's three-layer brick building. It's much fancier than any other building in town. I'm sure it was a high-end tavern at one point. It has been everything in its life, from a funeral home to a pharmacy to, well, the last 40 years, a bar. And so we have a lot of activity in here. We have a lot of residents in here that are seriously non-corporeal.
My name is Scott Hibbs. I've been with the PRI for a few years. I got to it with Dan Williams. I've investigated Duffy's Tavern about 5 or 6 times. Some of the claims of Duffy's Tavern have been voices people have heard, objects moving, that kind of thing. Experiences I've had here, K2 hits multiple times, feelings of dread, kind of like your, heaviness in the chest or whatever. We caught a pretty good EVP. Tonight I'd like to repeat evidence of what we've caught in the past to kind of solidify what we have caught, to back up what we already have.
One of the methods used by the PRI is cartography.
Brandy is doing cartography right at the moment, which means she will be logging everything the 2 investigation teams run across. So at the conclusion of the investigation, we can show chronologically exactly what happened in different locations, see if we have coinciding activity, see if we have hot times, cold times, etc., etc. So
We all started investigating like we normally would, using equipment and looking for the cause of what we experienced. We broke up into 2 teams and searched different floors for any sign of the spirits of the tavern. After a break, we investigated using the method of cartography. Each group reported any experiences that may occur. At the end of the night, the cartographer read back the times of each team's experiences.
You getting anything?
I still feel like there's somebody watching us, but I don't know if it's all the noise down here or
It
what.
is pretty noisy. Is that thing ever gonna shut up? The furnace?
This sample investigation revealed a different and more precise way of logging data for further study.
They're at Denise Pradmore and Rye. They're very nice people. Glad to work with them tonight. I'd like to work with them in the future.
After learning a valuable lesson, our time in Utica was up and it was time to head home.
What's in the bag, John?
It's got coffee and stuff in there. I always try coffees from different motels.
Try or take?
Well, if I'm going to try it, I got to take it. So it's free that we done paid for it, so I might as well take it.
John rated all the coffee and the condiments. Why are you running away, John?
We need an ice box for the van too. So.
Our road trip couldn't be all about business, so we made a couple stops along the way. Our first stop was Fort Madison, Iowa. Our second sightseeing stop was home to one of America's greatest authors, the childhood home of Mark Twain, Hannibal, Missouri.
See, Dave's getting old. He's asking to stretch because we're getting ready to go to Mark Twain's Lighthouse, which is a long way up a set of stairs. We made part of it.
We made it halfway there.
I could have just drove up here.
Oh well, that ain't the idea.
Getting old, we're out of breath already. These stairs will kill you. On to the next.
Yeah.
Set more stairs, I guess.
Yeah.
Holy shit. More stairs. At least we get to just walk over to that.
I'm going up there. I don't give a fuck.
I hear you.
I'm gonna challenge. Yeah, we could have drove up here, but by God, I'm gonna walk up there.
And so we made it. Huffing and puffing, the view made it all worth it.
Look at that view. This is a view of historic downtown Hannibal.
After a few pictures, it was time to check out the rest of the historic district. We just checked out the lighthouse, and with our legs dying on us, we're going to check out the rest of downtown and the Mark Twain home. Our trip was one for the books, and hopefully one day we will return.